We back up in it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's get it. What's up with y'all? Friday, happy Friday. We're just gonna talk about it. Shout out to Juan. What up? I just want to talk some boxing. Notification gang, where y'all at? Gang, Texas checking in. Yusuf. We're just gonna vibe out one time. A lot of fights to talk about. Yo. Ego stay working, you know that. There's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. God's plan. Yeah, man, it's God's plan. Shout out to Canada in the building. Of course not. We only judge Floyd's resume, even though he has beaten more pound-for-pound fighters than anyone. Floyd's resume is still trash. You know how the game works. That's why we're going to talk about it. I just want to know. And I have my opinions. Other people have their opinions. And we got this great thing called a hot seat. So when our opinions differ, we can figure it out the gladiator way. Yes. A lot to be excited for in boxing, though. This weekend, tomorrow, is crazy. We got some good fights. Yeah, Drake is real nice helping people. Make sure, see, I like to support good shit, but y'all check out the God's Plan video I posted on my page. That they wish and they wishing. I only love my bed and my mama, I'm sorry. Right? He was handing out people money in the video and they start crying and shit. Meanwhile, Broner insulting cops saying I make more than you a year. Or I make what you make in a year. I make that I spend that in a day. Drake out here doing it for the culture. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Hey, this look kind of suspect, but this is a good ass fight. Their noses is intertwined and shit. Pause. Y'all gotta chill, man. Look at their noses. What's that? What's it called? An Eskimo kiss? That's an Eskimo kiss. Pause. Like, yeah. But it's a good ass fight. I don't know about all this Eskimo kiss, but what's good, William Perez, man? They ready though. Look. Check out the Boxing Ego first look tell of the tape. That's already up on the channel. They both look serious as fuck though. George Groves look like he ain't playing. They about to kiss. Pause. Shout out to World Boxing Super Series, you heard? Look, another close one. Everybody getting close these days with these face-offs. His hat all poking into Victor Ortiz's scalp and shit. But this is a good fight, another good fight. Yo, make sure y'all smash the like button when you come in, because we got to get on that YouTube front page. And the more engagement, the quicker we can do that. Yeah, man. Lots to be excited for in the world of boxing. We're going to talk about Pacquiao too. That's the title of the video. Why didn't you go out to Vegas to cover Garcia Rios? I don't know. I can cover it from home. See, y'all gotta understand too, is like, once you cover fights and once you do that, like, it's, I'm not saying I enjoy what I do, but just the travel alone, it's pretty taxing. You know what I mean? Always gotta pack and live out a suitcase and eat out, and you know what I mean? sometimes you don't know your way around different places. Take a Uber everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't feel like doing all of that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not gonna cover every fight. And then I don't know. I didn't know if I wanted to go, and then I ended up waiting too long past the deadline. This was before I knew Joey Spencer was turning pro on the card. Like I knew about it for a while, but since he's 17, he had to get it approved through the commission. So I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I just ended up missing the deadline. Had I known he was going to be on the card, I probably would have went just to support the homie. But yeah, that's just what it is. There's a lot of, and there's the other thing. There's a lot of fights. There's a lot of fights coming up. You know what I'm saying? So like you got to keep in mind, it's not even the money. Like you know what I'm saying? I got the bread. Vegas ain't. That's an easy trip for me. That's not even, because I live in California. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the West Coast, so I can get a plane ticket for very cheap. You know what I mean? Most times, unless it's like, you know what I mean, New Year's Eve or some kind of holiday or something. So it's not even the money, but like I said, sometimes you don't want to always be traveling. And I might go to the Wilder Ortiz fight. So it would have been February 17th, this whole fight week. And then next month, the beginning, probably go to the Wilder Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? It's just, And I would rather cover Wilder Ortiz card with Jamal Charlo, Hugo Centeno Jr., and they got some good fights on there. My dude Andre Durrell versus Jose Uzcategui rematch, and then they also put who's that dude that knocked out Toriano Johnson, the one that was allegedly supposed to fight Demetrius Andrade. He's fighting against Deshaun Flyboy Johnson, who just fought Peter Quillen, sparred with Conor McGregor for the Mayweather training camp, sparred with Triple G for the Canelo training camp. You know what I'm saying? So, can y'all hear? Because it looks like the chat is freezing. I don't know. Ego, what do you think about Eubanks Groves fight? I'm looking forward to that. That's a good fight. It's a very good fight. I haven't really thought, like, really took the time to break it down. But if a gun in my head real quick, I had to make a pick, I would say Eubank. I think he's a bit fresher in this equation. You know what I mean? Less damage. Even though he's new to the division, he's busy and he's active. Nasty uppercuts, volume. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have the stamina. Billy Joe has good pop, good power at 160. And, you know what I mean? He was able to take his power and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see if he can take George Groves' power. Now, Groves is obviously the best fighter he's fought since he's been up there. So it's an overall good fight. I would lean towards Eubank. I think he's just a bit fresher, but you never know. George Groves has more experience, and he has a better resume. Badu Jack, Carl Froch twice. That's better than anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like who's Chris Eubank fought that's Carl Froch twice? You know what I mean? Or equivalent to Badu Jack or James DeGale. You know what I'm saying? So clearly has a better resume. David Caldwell said Groves is fucked. Damn. Yeah. I just think Groves been through more wars, been, you know what I mean, tattered a little bit more. I don't have a favorite UFC fighter. There's a couple guys that I fuck with. I like John Jones a lot, but he doesn't have it, you know what I'm saying? He's like, he doesn't have his shit straight outside of the ring. What time is it? Yo, let's do a roll call. I just want to see where y'all at, where y'all from. Drop your city, state, zip in the comment section. Let's do a quick roll call. UK up in here. Monterrey, Mexico. Monterrey. Brooklyn. North Jersey, Houston. Where y'all from, man? That's it? Nobody else wants to claim where they from? DC, London, UK, KC, Dallas, Tijuana, LA, Portsmouth, Virginia. What's up from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Long Island, New York, Houston, Denver, Colorado. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Eagles Army, man, we worldwide. Houston, Youngstown, home of Kelly Pavlik, if it's Youngstown, Ohio, Trenton, New Jersey, Columbus, Ohio, Virginia Beach, Tucson, Arizona. Man, so I don't know if any of you guys were in the stream last night. I tried streaming like 4 or 5 times. It would let me on, and then it kept crashing. I don't know what it was about. I don't know if they were mad because the conversation was about Pacquiao, but something happened, and I could not finish a stream, and it was cracking. Like, we had like over 200 people in the stream on a late night stream. We had over 100 likes each time, damn near. And then I don't know, YouTube was hating. But at the end of the day, I'm persistent. They can't stop the message. In some form or fashion, it will come out. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to try harder than trying to block a live stream, because as soon as it's working again, I'm gonna be right back on it. Or I'm gonna put it in the video. You're not gonna shut me up like that. That's not how this game works, man. But Manny Army came in hot. Glasgow, Scotland. Tell them that Scotland is free. Shout out to Braveheart. Shout out to Scotland. Yeah, man, let's get into it. We'll do another roll call probably at the end. And this is the problem with boxing, man. Inconsistent ass fans. Inconsistent ass fans. What I mean is people try to fake the funk and act like they have a certain standard and certain level of moral code that is so high that all fighters should be held to this merit, to this standard. But in all actuality, it's not the case. In all actuality, depending on who you like, who you favor, your internal biases for fighters, you're willing to let certain fighters slide between the cracks, and other fighters can't. You know what I mean? And I keep using this example. A lot of people think Gervonta Tank Davis don't want it with Lomachenko. Therefore, they're on his ass like, why don't you want to fight Lomachenko? Fight him, stop ducking, blah. You know what I'm saying? But then when there's a fighter that you do like, let's say you're from the UK and you're a big Anthony Joshua fight fan, and Eddie Hearn saying, oh, fight Dillian White or this and that, and it doesn't look like the Wilder Joshua is any closer to happening, then all of a sudden now you don't care about the same rules that you set forth. Listen, my thing is this. I do what the casuals aren't willing to do. I'll step into your shoes briefly and see if what you talking about, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? If that makes logical, rational sense. And the moment I analyze it, if it doesn't, then I go back to how I normally think and in my logic. Because what you're saying doesn't make sense. You get me? And it's a lot of felonious stuff in boxing, and a lot of falsehoods and just fake fans and fake media, to be honest. Like, just people who claim that this is their standard. Like, let's say you're a boxing writer for a website, and Mayweather, you don't like him. So when he elects to fight Berto to close out his Showtime contract, you're not about that. You're all against it. Floyd ruined his legacy. It's bashing headlines. And then when Pacquiao, who got beat by Floyd, who's been knocked out multiple times, something Floyd hasn't been done to Floyd, right? When Pacquiao wants to fight Mike Alvarado on someone's undercard, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, oh, he's a legend. Let him do it. Let him do what he needs. But Floyd's a legend. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you hate him or not, he's still a legend. You know what I'm saying? And he beat the guy. So how come he has to move to 160 to fight Triple G, or he has to prove more in your book, and he hasn't done enough. But Pacquiao's done just enough to. I'm gonna keep coming. I'm gonna keep.